To hear Juan Toscano Anderson say, Minnesota just wanted this one more. Was this a question of effort tonight? How are you digesting this one?
Um, I don't know. We obviously didn't play well in the first half, and against a team that has confidence, no matter what their record is, they've been playing well as of late. You give a team life, it's hard to win, and you can chalk it up to whatever. I don't know if effort or focus or whatever the thing you want to point out. We fight back, and then in the third quarter we have a lead, I think, and then you go from there, and they come out in the fourth and just go win the game. So it's just a tough situation when you need this win. You need to get things pointed back in the right direction, and you don't get it done. So we can sit here and talk about whatever the problem was. At the end of the day, we got to either fix it or we're not.
Does this? I mean, you guys have been playing obviously really small, and then your rotation's pretty thin right now with a lot of guys out. Does it feel like a tired team right now?
No, I mean, it's a tough way to play. Like, there's when you're giving up size, especially rebounding, you have to be. There's nothing you can take for granted. It is every possession having to be physical and give the extra effort. But besides the Dallas game, we've been playing solid. So tonight was a tough one for everything I just said, but legs or fatigue or whatnot can't be an issue.
What are you noticing about what defenses are throwing at you lately? And do you feel like it's gotten more physical as far as, let's see what we can get away with?
It's always been like that. Nothing. The Dallas game was a different look in terms of sending multiple bodies at all times, but tonight was a little different. I struggled in the paint a little bit, but then got it going in the third. And like I said, we did enough to get back in the game, and then we just, Anthony came out beginning of the fourth and gave them enough of a cushion that we were chasing again. And defensively, whatever the issues were, we have to shore them up to be able to play for 48 minutes the way they were supposed to give ourselves the best chance to win. And if we don't, then we're going to be sitting here trying to figure out what the problems are and sound like a broken record at the end of the day.
In a season where so many things haven't gone the way you guys want them to go, or in the way you were used to for so long, how have you been able to stay optimistic? How have you been able to do that in a season like this? Because it can't be easy with so many games going the other way.
I mean, I love every single one of y'all on this thing. I'm not going to come up on here and show you all the cards. It's frustrating. At the end of the day, you want to win basketball games. And we need to figure out what that is, practice film, put it together in games. We're not going to talk our way through it. So I'm trying to give you as much as we can in terms of what's wrong. But at the end of the day, it's on us to figure that out. If we want to make this season mean anything.
Steph, James Hill with BNC Sports. You went to work down the stretch. You had your 37. Wiggins returned, and I'm sure that was a game he wanted to get. Is there anything the Golden State can take out of this as you move forward going into Houston?
I mean, that third quarter stretch, we have that capability, but you'd rather, the game be closer or tied or whatever, and then that punch, takes a team out as opposed to, just clawing our way back into it, and then you're liable for another, gut punch down the stretch. I mean, we know we're capable of beating good teams, bad teams, all the way up and down the standings, but we're also capable and liable to get beat any given night. That we've proven both. That's why we're, damn near 500. So at the end of the day, we have to, give ourselves the best chance to win, and that's by not, giving up leads like we did in the first half, especially on the road against any team, whatever team, doesn't matter.
Steve was up here a little bit ago and he was talking about the lack of rebounding. And he was saying it's just not emphasized the same way it used to be. I'm curious, especially in your dealings with younger players, the younger generation, do you feel like rebounding and boxing out is taught the same way in which it was maybe 15, 20 years ago?
I don't know. I mean, everybody has a different upbringing in the game. When I was at Davidson, we literally drilled that before, during, and after every practice. It's part of just learning, the fundamentals of the game. At this level, maybe it's taken for granted, I guess, that everybody has a certain understanding of angles and physicality and whatnot, but you have to be able to do it. Not saying everybody's going to average, whatever type of rebounds, but you know how to do it as a team. And, I think early in the season, this was a big talking point. We figured it out a little bit, and now it's coming back to bite us a little bit. Now we're small again. So it is glaring. I mean, 57 to 34, that's nuts. So we got to figure that out.
After a game like this, where a lot of people say we just got to look in the mirror, that's something we've heard a little bit this season. How do you keep things constructive in the locker room so it doesn't turn into finger pointing?
It starts with the foundation of how you get to this point. You can't just fake that. Either you're together and you're committed and we understand it's on everybody, or you have a dysfunctional group. I don't think we have that at all. I think we're tied together. We just need to figure out how to take that and put it into execution on the court. So we do hold ourselves accountable. I know myself and Draymond have tried to lead that throughout the season. We had some good talks after the game tonight about what we need to do. Like I said, that's going to stay in the locker room, and then we come out here, we have to be able to not sulk and carry that bad energy from night to night. So that would be a starting point for sure.